what's up? It's Joe Ready from Rady's Rides. I'm back here at Jaguar Land Rover St. Petersburg, and guess what? I have that Bavarian brand from Germany that brought some changes to this vehicle. What is it? This is your updated, changed up, refresh 2024 BMW X5. This is an S-Drive 40i. But before we get into this mid-size, two-row luxury crossover SUV, let's talk about what's going on here. BMW, it's interesting because they're going through their lineup and they're making some redesigns, and some of them are really kind of hurting people's eyes. I feel like with the X5 and the BMW 3 Series, that seems to be where they're doing their best work when it comes to the updates. Now, this is not a total redesign. You are getting some major changes though, but a lot of the good things that you love about the X5 are still there. But what I want to find out is, if you're looking for a luxury midsize two-row SUV, do you go X5? Do you go Lexus with the RX 350? Why don't we go ahead, let's dive into this 2024 BMW X5 and find out. Right off the bat, I love this color. It's like a silverish gray metallic, really fits the style of the BMW X5. You'll notice all new headlight design. Have a new headlight housing on the interior, everything blacked out. You got your LED daytime running lamps, projector beam headlights, and then working our way down, I love the aggressive but also functional corner air curtains. That is one of the things that on this X5, the refresh, especially just in this one corner, looks spectacular. We even have, and I'm gonna have Steven kind of come in a little bit and show you that we have functionality for the heat exchangers in there, some gloss black, some flat black, and then as we continue across that butterfly shaped grille, like I said, it keeps its signature style. I'm digging the flat black around the perimeter. There are active shutters here, so those doors are gonna open and close with our gloss black vertical slots. You do have a forward-facing camera, and then working our way down to ground level, more functionality, and as you can see, the shutters are closed. That's gonna bring more cool air. And I think one of the things I've always liked about BMW design is the way that they integrate all of the aero. There's nothing stuck on. You have your lower lip splitter built in, color matched with the gloss black. But let me know what you think about the front end of the new X5. I really think they hit the nail on the head compared to some of their other grills and front ends on their other vehicles. Now, as we rise up, there it is, Bavarian Motor Works. So much history in that badge. Love the way the hood kind of drops into that butterfly kidney grill shape design. Hood is going to be exactly the same. So same hood as last year, but it makes a big difference with the new front end. Coming around the bend, if we got a new front end, we got new wheels as well. What you're going to find is this kind of like trident design. It's like a triple spoke all the way around. We have those massive Brembo 6-piston calipers, bright red with the M badging on them. And then if you're wondering, well, Joe, what's the size of this wheel? This is a 22-inch wheel, 275 on the width, 35 series sidewall, and we have our adaptive suspension. All four corners has been upgraded and updated for 2024. Love the painted flared fenders, no flat black. And then as we kind of come around, the one zonk is this guy, fake fender vent. I know it's a tradition to have fender vents on BMW products, but let's get real. Let's make that functional for Pete's sakes. Color matched on the mirror caps, LED turn signals, 360-degree cameras. You're gonna have your gloss black roof rails, which matches nicely with the rest of the gloss black around the window treatment. Color matched on the door handles, and everything is painted all the way down to the side skirt. Now remember, this is rear-wheel drive bias, but it is all-wheel drive, so that gives you power getting to all four corners. When we come around the back, what you're gonna find is that nice long roof spoiler. Would have been great if they would have put this underneath there. So that is definitely a zonk, but I do like the way they have that sporty rear spoiler. You can see our LED lighting, the 40i badge, and then one of my favorite things is as we work our way down the ground level, look at the way they did the lower bumper rear diffuser, and we have functional exhaust on both sides. So nice exposed exhaust with those gloss black trim rings really gives an aggressive taste. Even though this is just a 40i, it gives it a nice sporty aggressive look. But let's pop the hood because we got more horsepower underneath. All right, guys, we got the hood open. You do have hood struts. Look at the amount of bracing that they have in here. Really tying in the front of the vehicle with the firewall. Tasteful engine cover. Like I said, underneath that engine cover, we have more horsepower for 2024. It's a 3-liter straight 6 turbocharged engine producing 375 horsepower, 398 pound-feet of torque. It is mated to a ZF 8-speed automatic transmission, 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. Top speed is 130 miles an hour. If you get the extra package, you can get 155 miles per hour because they remove the speed limiter. The vehicle weighs 4,919 pounds, can tow 7,200 pounds, and MPGs are 23 in the city and 27 on the highway. So nice to see more horsepower. Nobody's gonna argue with that. Actually, really good tow capacity as well, especially when you look at the Lexus RX to this. Because remember, the base engine, the Lexus RX is a 2.4 liter turbocharged inline 4, putting out 275 horsepower. This has 100 horsepower more. That's substantial. But why don't we go ahead, let's fire this up and hear what it sounds like. All right, guys, we are inside this 2024 BMW X5 40i. I know you're saying to yourself, well, Joe, I'm glad you're finally doing a refresh BMW X5. I guess my question is, how much is it? Asking price for this particular one is $66,000. Let's see what changes BMW brought for 2024 to the door panels. Love the two-tone. You got the black material up top, soft touch with the stitching, the Harman Kardon sound system, and then you have this very kind of light gray off-white color that looks very classy and sporty. You'll notice in that silver trim, there's a little bit of a hard edge that's ambient lighting. You do have open pore wood finishes, and you have a door pocket large enough for a dozen Bavarian cream donuts and a special crapalati from Starbucks. Now, going from the door panel to the dash, new wood material. You can rub your wood after a hard day at work. Just be careful because you might get splinters because this is real wood. Soft touch. Love the way they got this X5 graphic that illuminates at night with the ambient lighting. Slide on in. You have the all-new infotainment system. So you have a 14.9-inch section, which is for all your infotainment needs. Then there's a split, and then you have your digital gauge cluster. Everything is touchscreen. Let me know how you feel about that. I have to zonk that all the AC controls are in the screen itself, but you got nice clear graphics, super kind of intuitive once you figure out how to use it. Look at all the freaking apps you got. I mean, this is kind of ridiculous, just all the different information and things that you could bring up. Vehicle status, you can even watch Rady's rides on this screen. Obviously, you can't be driving down the road though. Let me show you what reverse looks like. Backup cameras, pretty good resolution, 360. It's got trajectory. You got your parking view, easy to figure out. Assistant view, panorama view. They got all the views. And then we're right back to park. And then we're right back where we started and we go home. Easy peasy. Working your way down. I do like these nice switches that they have for your AC vents. Love the way they did the design. Very unique. Doesn't need to be gloss black, and it doesn't need to be faux carbon fiber. This proves that. They still give you a real volume knob, which is nice. More of that open pore wood. Very elegant with the ambient lighting. Open the door. You do have, of course, your wireless charging in here, a USB-A, 2 cup holders, and a 12 volt. Close that up. That's your BMW direct drive control knob. This has got the updated software. This is going to control your ZF 8-speed automatic transmission, your start-stop button, and then your different modes. And then more of that great leather. Open it up. Look at that. You got a USB-C, and you got enough room in there for 7 pouch is a big league chew. Get a little bit of regular, get a little bit of grape. It doesn't last that long, so that's why you need to get 7 pouches. Plus, that's how much you can fit in there. Seats, love the leather, perforations, super clean design, nice bolstering up top, full electric assist for the passenger, full electric assist for the driver, and of course, you have this ginormous panoramic roof. Panoramic sunroof, it does open up with the power shade. But why don't you come over here to the business end? I want to show you behind this M-branded steering wheel in this updated X5. All right, guys, business time behind the wheel. You do have 2 memory seat settings, like the simple but elegant M sill plate that does illuminate LED at night. You do have a great pedal box, nice aluminum dead pedal, brake pedal, and throttle. All the seat controls, easy to get to, easy to understand. I'm 6 feet tall, plenty of room in here. And then the steering wheel. I love BMW wheels. The thickness is perfect. The M badge, the stitching on the horn. You do have paddles to go up and down that 8-speed automatic. And it is electric tilting and telescoping on this X5. 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster. You could go into your different modes, and that changes the color of the gauges. So there's Eco Pro, there is Comfort, and there is Sport. With a head-up display, and the graphics in the head-up display look like you're playing The Last Starfighter. Looks fantastic. But why don't we go ahead, let's get into the back seat and see how your passengers are gonna like this X5. All right, guys, we are in the back seat of this X5. Love the way they brought the materials from the front to the rear, all of it. The wood finish, the ambient lighting. Look at this easy access to your USB-C. Close the door when you're not using it. You have these large pockets where you could put an abacus, a Simon Says, or a few issues of Reader's Digest, the Bavarian edition. Little command center, you do have nice AC vents. You could adjust your temperature with the little wheel here. You got a place for 2 Bavarian cream Twinkies, a 12 volt, and 2 more USB-Cs. I'm sitting here, the seats are comfy. I got some wood to rub. I got a little handle to hold on to. Of course, the armrests, not very soft. That's because, look, you have a compartment in here. This is where you could keep your lizard collection. So if you're into collecting lizards and geckos, this is a good place to put them. And then, of course, you have your 2 cup holders. This is where you can put little cups of water so your lizards and your geckos can drink water. Maybe have some flies flying around the X5 so that they could eat. But like I said, look at the leather on the seats, nice and soft. But why don't we go ahead, let's get to the cargo area because Steven's about to be blown away with this X5. Cargo area time. Now, before I let you in, one of the things I forgot to tell you, these taillights are also fully updated for 2024, full LED. Now, to get in the back, you do have a button, nice electric assist, lifts up. What's unique to the BMW X5 is you have that split door. So you have your top door, but then you could drop down this loading dock area, and then you'll notice that you have little X badge in the back. This is where you could hang your grocery bags. Down below, you do have your emergency kit behind here. What you're gonna be greeted to, believe it or not, is 33.3 cubic feet of space. You fold down that backseat area, that's gonna give you 72.9 cubic feet of space. Let's see what's underneath the cargo floor. You do get a spare and a hydraulic strut to keep it up. So nice to see that. Close it up. That, and if you're ready, I'm ready. We got more horsepower. Let's go see if we can find out and go on throttle in this X5. All right, guys, we left Jaguar, Land Rover, St. Pete. We're in this 2024 BMW X5. And what I love is how, with the way the infotainment system is organized, it really makes the inside feel more spacious. They really up the ante on the interior appointments, the wood, the nice head-up display, even though there's a big, huge gaping hole in the dash, but getting to that 14.9-inch screen well within reach, and that's good because, like I said, everything is touchscreen. Now, what's cool is look at the awesome graphics. When you go into the modes, there's Comfort, there's Eco Pro, which is an individual mode, or Sport Plus. So nice to have those different modes. And really, I think one of the perfect sizes for a midsize SUV. Being two-row, it really allows you to take advantage of great passenger volume, plus you have good cargo volume as well. And then all the touches, like I said, to the exterior and the interior really make this feel like an upgraded X5. Paddles behind the wheel are easy to reach with your fingertips, so you could go up and down that 8-speed automatic if you want to shift manually. And the seats are superb. They're super comfy in here. And like I said, I think the one downside is if you want to work your AC, you got to go into the screen. And to me, that's the big zonk in all this, is having to work through this screen. But having all the different functions, the nice clean elements of design in here, and just really solid feeling. That's another thing that I think is important, is just how solid it feels inside this X5. I really like the work that they did to the head-up display with the colors and the graphics. And it's just super smooth. In Sport Plus mode, of course, it's gonna adjust the steering feel, suspension, throttle sensitivity, all those goodies. And the fact that handling and everything is just very well buttoned up. I mean, we're gonna go on throttle here from a dead stop. Nobody's behind us. On throttle! Look at that. Smooth shifts from the 8-speed, but very purposeful shifts. And you can definitely feel the extra power between model year 2023 and model year 2024. But just the straight six is just a smooth running engine. Just so smooth in how it builds its power, and just the balance of the vehicle, having a straight six over a V engine or over different layouts of engines. It really comes in very nicely, even with this 40i. And this is just the entryway. Imagine when we step up to X5M. But let's go on throttle again. On throttle, here we go. Nice shifts. Brakes feel fantastic, as they should. We have those large calipers up front, good sized discs. And then the comfort in here, the seats, I feel like every part of my body has some type of support, which is really feeling nice. But the overall dimensions of the vehicle, it's easy to know where I am in the lane. It's not hard to park the X5, not hard to do a U-turn. Plus, you're gonna have all your safety features, of course. But really just well done for this refresh, especially when compared to other BMW vehicles. But the amount of power that you have just really makes it so easy to drive. If you gotta merge, you can merge easily. You are getting some sound pumped in through the speakers. I think BMW has really dialed in their sound very well, even though it is simulated. They've been doing it for probably the longest compared to many of the other brands. And it makes a big difference with how the overall driving experience is. When the simulation feels very real, it makes you feel good. In some brands, it feels too artificial and it just turns you off. Here we go, on throttle. Look at that, from a dead stop, we're off and running. Really nicely done. Steering feels good, very direct, very quick response. And it just comes down to that balance. But driving it every day, I think it's gonna put a big smile on your face with how good it feels when you're behind the wheel. But I'm hoping that this has been a good overall review of what this BMW X5 is bringing for 2024. We're gonna get back to where it all started and wrap this one up. So I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, been another great day in so many ways here at Jaguar Land Rover St. Pete. Definitely gotta thank Miro and the rest of the crew getting us access to this 2024 BMW X5. Let me know what you think. Is this the best new mid-size luxury SUV to buy? Let me know down in that comment section. But if you're new to the channel, you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raised Rights family. Need to give it up, Stephen Flood. Stephen Flood Photography, working that camera like a champ. Thank you, Stephen, for all that you do. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.